A huge frustration for most architecture firm owners is overspending on projects, but getting no early warning signs that things are going off track. Two common expressions that you'll hear bandied around architecture firms are, firstly, we always spend half the fee finishing off the last 20% of the work, and secondly, we'll bill them for whatever we spent last month. How much did we spend? Both of these sayings lack logic if you understand earned value analysis. The problem is that there's no direct correlation between spending and earning, because efficiency and efficacy come into play. On a good day, you might spend half the day working and make a full day's profit. But there are other days where you work hard all day and actually go backwards. The thing that most architecture firm owners aren't aware about is that earned value analysis allows them to objectively measure completion, which then allows them to identify schedule slippage relative to the plan. And this is really important if you've signed a contract where time is of the essence and you need to manage the extension of time. And cost overruns, where you compare your actual costs with the amount that you've actually earned. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say we've just started a new project. We think it's going to take 12 months and we think that the budget to complete the work is $150,000. Now, the first thing we need to do is unpack that budget. We need to see what all the deliverables are and the resources, and we need to plot it on a timeline so that we can see what the project looks like. Now, halfway through the year in June, if we were to take a snapshot of where things are at, the actual cost is $82,500, which is more than half the fee. But as long as we've done more than half the work, there's no problem, right? But you simply don't know by only looking at budget and actual. You still need that missing element, earned value. And without it, comparing budget and actual is a little bit like comparing an apple and an orange and wasting a whole bunch of time trying to explain what the differences are. Now, this is where it starts to get really interesting. Let's say we calculate the costs to complete, and by default we can then work out the percentage complete. When we do this, we can see that the cost overrun is $29,000. It's the difference between what we've actually spent and what we've earned. But we can also determine that the $53,500 that we have earned by June, according to our original plan, we should have earned that by about mid-April. So this is also telling us that our schedule has slipped by up to 6 weeks. Now, at this point, you really need to dig in and try and find out why things are going off track. Is there some scope creep? Is it a staffing issue? But early intervention is the key. You've still got time to rein the costs in on the project, hopefully, or at least to mitigate them, or time to do a deal on a variation with the client. So if any of that's of interest to you, jump on over to our website, www.custodianbackoffice.com. And when you're there, there's a bunch of free resources on financial management that you can download and check us out. I'm David Dillon from Custodian Back Office, and I'd love to help you run a more profitable architecture business.